just the sheer power of his presence alone sets this room on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Hammerstone.
If there's a fire, do we have to leave the room?
You do, yes. And look at these two. These guys are on fire right now. They're just livid just from, again, the entrance of Hammerstone. Again, fans recently returning to the West Coast Wrestling Connection, but nonetheless, so is Dillon Divine. Both these guys making a return. Dillon Divine, this guy very into fitness, but
well,
I don't know.
Look at the body. It's
what do you
obvious.
mean, look at the body?
He's no Hammerstone, but he'd look at that great body.
Exactly. He's no Hammerstone. This guy, Hammerstone, is put together. He spent obviously a lot of hours. You don't look like that by accident. The guy spent hours and hours in the gym. Dillon Divine, what are you talking about?
He spends hours in the gym. He just moves a little slower than Hammerstone in the gym. That's all.
Not Jim's Burgers. That Jim?
Oh, yeah,
that's the gym. Oh,
yeah, Jim's
that's
place.
the brunch box. Never mind.
Jim's place.
Okay. Well, obviously, Dillon Divine has something to prove here. I mean, Hammerstone, we know the credentials this tremendous athlete carries with him into the squared circle. And, of course, Dillon Divine, he has some experience as well. However, Hammerstone, what a big mountain for him to get over right here. Only time will tell, though, Morty Lipschitz.
You watch. Dillon Divine's going to surprise everybody and pull out what people would consider a sneak victory.
Did he just give him a wet willy? What is this, the third grade?
Your point?
Dillon Divine. Oh, come on. We talked about fire earlier. Dillon Divine now playing with fire, and he's getting burned right about now. It's Hammerstone having none of it. No games for Mr. Hammerstone. An Irish whip into the corner. Goes Divine. And now it's Hammerstone ahead of steam. Divine suffering now at the hands of the big man. Pump handle coming up, it looks like. No, he says. I don't think that's going to matter. Overhead slam, pump handle. Nicely done from Hammerstone. And these fans showing their appreciation for Hammerstone.
I guess there's a lot to be appreciative of Hammerstone for. I'm just not sure what it is, but I'm sure there's something. So he works out. So he's a great wrestler. So he's got nice long blonde hair.
Tremendous athlete in his own right. And don't forget, former member of the Wrecking Crew. This guy is back in the West Coast Wrestling Connection, not just for his own career, but I believe to take it to his former. Look at that, Mr. Tubbs right there, trying to trip up Hammerstone. Oh no! And that worked to their advantage, just distracting Hammerstone enough for Divine to find an opening, and he capitalized on it.
And I know Mr. Tubbs has been out looking for some new wrestlers to improve their careers with. He just might have the right guy right here in Dillon Divine.
It's to improve his camp into his wallet, and you know that, Lipschitz.
Mr. Lipschitz.
Oh, excuse me.
Klaus.
Forearm shot there from Dillon Divine. On to Hammerstone. Now Hammerstone again suffering. All Divine obviously needed was that opening right there. And he took it and he's running with it right now in this match. A seesaw battle back and forth, but now it's Divine with the upper hand.
Maybe running with it isn't the best choice of words that you've been pointing at. Dillon's got a couple of burgers in him, so maybe he's moving a little slower than running, but he's taking charge of the match is the bottom line here, Chris.
I guess for him, walking is running. Suplex coming up. Nicely done. Center of the ring. Fundamentals. The cover. Divine. Only two. You're going to have to do a lot more than that to put out Hammerstone.
He'll get there. He's just kind of toying with him, things he likes to do. That's his style in the past. Toy with his opponents, get him when they're least expecting something, and put him away just like that.
Well, now Divine, both these guys have the fundamental skills. Of course, say what you want about either one, but they do have fundamental mat wrestling techniques when it comes down to it. They know in tag team action how to cut the ring in half, and of course now in singles, how to keep your man right in the center of the ring when needed, when a submission is taking place, a submission hold, if you will, off the ropes. And now it's Hammerstone finding his opening, mounting some offense. And listen to the fans. I mean, they just love this guy. Recently returning to the West Coast Wrestling Connection.
I used to love him, but he betrayed the Wrecking Crew. Nobody betrays the Wrecking Crew and gets away with it, Chris Claus. It's not going to happen.
He betrayed them?
That's what I said.
How do you figure?
Well, look, he left for no apparent reason.
No reason. After all their antics, whoa, what a huge, beautiful front kick that was from Hammerstone onto Dillon Devine. Suplex perhaps coming up. Hoisting him, all that weight. Oh no! And that's it, that's the stone breaker. That's gotta do it. It's over!
The winner of your matchup, Alexander Hammerstone!
That pendulum suplex from Hammerstone. Beautifully executed. And Dillon Devine. Oh, wait a minute.